A lot of investors I know of on 4th of June invested in the market when the market fell 6% with the hope that they will get that day's NAV. This was using multiple platforms that generally offer them same day NAV. But when they woke up on 5th of June and when they saw that the market was rallying, they couldn't find their investment as of 4th of June. On 6th of June is when they realized that the investments on 4th of June on the election day results were actually valued at 5th of June after the market recovered a bit. They found this very odd because in general most of the platforms that they have been investing till date offered the same day NAV. They thought this was some kind of a scam. They felt a little disappointed and few of them actually went to SEBI too. They complained, but SEBI said, I don't think it is in my purview. Now people are worried saying what really happened. Let me explain that in this video. When you invest using investment platforms, there are multiple moving parts. One is a payment gateway, which is in general Razorpay or Billdesk. There is an accounting team, which is a tech team that helps to send your orders to the AMC. There is a banking clearance, and of course, there is also an in-house team that helps you to record your investments. So there are multiple moving parts. In general, what happens is when you invest your money, the money gets debited by the payment gateways. As I said, either it is Razorpay, Billdesk, or many other platforms, and then they send it to the asset management companies. And sometimes the asset management companies get it very quickly, depending on bank clearance, and sometimes they get it pretty late too. But then, as you know, SEBI and AMC have set up the deadline as 3 p.m. Now, people think 3 p.m. is a deadline for them to invest in the platform. But actually, 3 p.m. is the deadline for the AMCs to realize the money. In very simple terms, by 3 p.m. that very same day, the bank of the mutual fund that you've invested in should show that the money has got received. Just because the money got debited from your account doesn't mean that the AMC would have got it, and hence the NAV will be basis the day or the time the mutual fund house gets the money. Now you may question saying, okay, if that was the case, how was I getting same day NAV even after investing at 1 p.m. or 2 p.m.? This is where the real agreement comes in. A lot of these investment platforms that help you invest in mutual funds used to have a float facility. What do you mean by float? They used to say that, okay, a client A is investing 10,000 rupees, and I don't know by what time this 10,000 rupees will go to the mutual fund house's bank account, but I have set aside 2 lakh rupees with Razorpay or Billdesk or many other platforms. Why don't you use that 10,000 from the 2 lakh rupees, which I've kept it as float with you, and transfer the money to the AMC so that I can get same day NAV. So in general, they were funding your or offering you some sort of credit for about few hours, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, so that you could get the same day NAV. And that is a practice even today. So you will get the same day NAV with most of these platforms, even if you invest today. But what happened on 4th June is a little different. In spite of all odds, in spite of planning, the platforms that used to help you in investing got a lot more money than they anticipated. I believe it was close to about 1,400 crores for a single platform. Now, I don't think any platform keeps that kind of a money as float. So they would have kept, let's say, 200 crores as float, but the investment value was 1,400 crores. Now, the guys who have invested after the 200 crore float was exhausted would have ended up getting this next day NAV, because by the time the banks would have cleared your money and invested in the mutual fund bank account, it would have already been more than 3-4 hours or 5 hours and beyond the cutoff time. And this is what has happened. Do you think it's a scam? Not at all, because SEBI AMC has clearly mentioned that the money should be in AMC's bank account. Okay. Do you think it's some kind of scam run by the investment companies? No. In general, they were offering you an additional facility of giving you a bit of credit for a short period of time. On that day, the demand far outreached than the float that was there. And that is the reason why most of us in fact, couldn't get the same day NAV. We can call it a foul play. We can say that why didn't they plan for it? Of course, all that is fair. But in my opinion, there is nothing fishy about this. The good thing about mutual funds in India is they are very, very watertight when it comes to regulations and restrictions. And therefore, you don't have to worry about your NAV, your money, in any case. That is one of the reasons why we at Mira Money, my team at Mira Money, never promises same day NAV, because we don't know what could actually move. Sometimes it can be delayed. And that's the reason why, and we don't believe in this float concept, because I think SEBI may clamp down on this very soon. So net, there is nothing too much to worry about. Yes, there's a bit of a disappointment. You could have got 2-3% cheaper. I agree. But in the longer run, it doesn't really matter. So don't be too disappointed. And I'm pretty sure SEBI will not take any action on the NAV as a problem. Of course, they will start working on the mechanism of float for sure. I hope now you're a little reassured. If you have any questions, please do write. I will be able to answer those in a better way. Thank you so much.